All right, so I am joined by Alex Taylor right now. NWA 75 is coming up. You're going to be part of the Jubilee Jamboree match. You want to tell everybody what a Jubilee Jamboree match is? There's quite a few names in this match, but what is your understanding of the match, and what are your thoughts going into it?
Well, I understand I'm gonna be thrown there with a bunch of trash wrestlers, and I'm gonna try to come out not smelling, but it is what it is. I mean, I'm right now I'm weighing about 226, so I got to cut some weight before the junior heavyweight deadline. Kerry Morton's the champ. That's my boy, Southern Six, but they want the biggest match they can make. They're gonna put me and Kerry together, and that's fine. Me and Kerry are professionals. We can handle that. We'll shake hands before and after, but the guys in this match with me, it's it's a little embarrassing, but you'll get through it.
I will not call them trash. I will say their names: Eric Jackson, Jack Cartwheel, Koa Laxamana, Matt Vine. Uh, as you mentioned, there's an NWA Junior Heavyweight Championship match on the line. Kerry Morton is the current champion. I just got a chance to talk to Kerry, and he's really showing. We both agreed that it's not really a change in attitude; it's more a level of comfort. Do you see that in him? Do you share that? Like, the more that you're ingrained into the weekly NWA show plans, do you feel like you're getting more comfortable week in, week out?
I definitely am. I think these tours we've been on, Australia, and hell, I've been at my house for maybe an hour today before this meeting here. I got off the plane from Charlotte doing The World is a Vampire and just being with the boys. Me, Kerry, Big Daddy Thrill. When when you're with each other like that, it's just every night doing the same thing, working and working. So you got no choice but to come comfortable.
We know who is in the Southern Six. For anybody that doesn't really know, what is it? Like, we know the who. What is it to you?
I mean, that's six business, man. I don't know if I can discuss that on air without first discussing with the boys. I'd say a quick summary of the Southern Six. We're just some like-minded people who were sick of eating the shit that was given to us. So we decided we're going to take what we want to eat now.
All right. Saw you guys had a new shirt drop not too long ago. It was pretty badass. It's got, throwing up the horns with a cooler of beer, fire. I think the guy has an axe on his shoulder. Very, very much an attitude, not just personnel. So I dig it. What was the transition like? Going from the Ill Begotten to now teaming with Silas Mason as part of the Southern Six.
I mean, yeah, it was different. It's definitely different. Plunkett and Thrillbilly are very different personalities, but like me, I think they're both very old school minded, so similar in that way. But yeah, I hate to see the Ill Begotten broken up, but uh, bigger and better things for me, and hopefully bigger and better things for Plunkett in the future as soon as he finds his path.
Billy, movie star in the making. He's in the Iron Claw, waiting to see that. I know it's December. I don't remember the exact date, but that's coming out soon. Certainly going to have a lot more attention. If you had to portray a past wrestler, you have anybody in mind you would like to portray? I mean, he got a chance to do it himself. The movie's about the Von Erich family. There's a lot of big names that are in that movie. Do you have anybody that you would maybe want to play?
Stan Lane, easily.
Okay. Any particular reason?
I just like Stan Lane. I've
Okay.
been told to give him a little bit, so that's good enough for me.
Sweet. And then on the other hand, Kerry Morton, not Ricky, Kerry, he, you win this match. he wins his match, you guys can be facing each other. What's that dynamic like? Are you guys just like, all right, let's go out and fight? Like, obviously, we're not going to try to separate you two guys and, tease dissension or anything like that. What is that like preparing for a match like that? You're fighting your friend.
You got any brothers?
Mm-hmm.
You ever want to just strangle your brother one day? And but it's kind of like that. I mean, there
Brothers
are days.
fight.
Some days I want to put a pillow over Carrie's face, but you know what I'm saying. But we
Mm-hmm.
don't. But it's all right. No one else is gonna touch him. But me and him got to get in there and handle business. We will, and it'll be perfectly okay afterwards.
The urge is there. I get it. You mentioned the World is a Vampire tour. That's been going on. NWA was part of it in Australia. There's some US dates going on now. What has that been like, getting a chance to not only get out in front of a really big audience, but a different audience? Like, maybe people going to see Billy's band aren't necessarily wrestling fans, but you have an opportunity to bring them over to the wrestling side, or just, enhance your own spotlight.
I mean, it's been cool. Normally they're not what you'd call a typical wrestling crowd, so they're not jaded and just so conditioned like regular wrestling fans would be. So it's a lot of fun. I'm really good at what I do. So is Thrillbilly and so is Carrie. So we go out there and we put on a hell of a show, and I think that adds to the whole show for them.
Yeah. I spoke with Billy, I don't know, sometime this week, and he was saying that he got off tour, going to do NWA, going to go back on tour. Do you know, like, how many dates of that tour you're going to be a part of? Or are you going to go back out on tour with them?
As of right now, we're finished with the tour with the band. We did 4 dates.
Mm-hmm.
I think originally it was supposed to be a lot more, but stuff above my pay grade is the reason we're not doing more, I guess.
Okay, fair enough. I mentioned, you're going into this Jubilee Jamboree match. Is there a match that you have that maybe anybody wants to study up on your work before NWA 75 that you would say, here's what best represents my work? Whether it's a singles match, if you want to throw in one in any combination of the Southern Six, anything come to mind that you'd sit somebody down and be like, here's what you're going to get this weekend?
No, I want them to be surprised. I don't want them to know at all. They can Google me. Nothing in particular. Like I said, I'm really good at this. So any match of mine you find is going to be pretty good.
Okay. The reason I ask is I usually do a watch list and I get match picks. So this was definitely a first. You don't want them to watch anything particular. So I appreciate the wild card. Anything else you want to plug before we get out of here? Anything else you're looking forward to as far as this weekend, Carrie's match? Anything you wanna shout out before we get out of here?
I mean, after this weekend, Thrillbilly will be standing with the national title, and I guess it'll probably be me and Carrie going after that junior heavyweight title. So we'll see how it ends, but it all ends in the Southern Six. So
Sounds like Thrillbilly's gonna have the natty.
oh yeah.
Thanks for your time, man. I appreciate it. Best of luck this weekend.
Appreciate you, man.